How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another race. And this, is a big one. This is the 2025 Simon's Heart Conshy Classic, and it is hard. We are jumping off the line now, by the way, and we will get into kind of everything. But yeah, this is probably the all things considered, course, competition, conditions, and everything, probably the hardest race that I have ever done. So we are on the first lap and we are into it. We are moving. It's quick. It was an awesome course, but yeah, that definitely plays a part in my race. I have 3 teammates in this race. The orange and black in front of me is our Watson Whiskey team founder, Ray, and he is, and much more experienced racer than me. So my job on the first lap was to kind of sit on his wheel as much as possible and navigate up through the field. And I'm actually really happy with the way I did that. I did that right. And as much as you can't see it at the moment, but this is a huge field. It's like over 70 guys, and it is the Cat 3-4 field, which is part of the reason why this race is so hard for me. This is the first time I've ever raced against Cat 3s in an actual race. So yeah, I was a bit nervous, being a new Cat 4. But I have to say, it was definitely safe. It was, part of that's down to the course, which we'll get into. But I think just having more experienced racers makes a big difference. With the exception of this corner up here, you'll see kind of Italian flag-looking guy get a little squirrely and push Ray off his line. But Ray's he's a bigger guy, so I think it's going to need somebody a little bit bigger than him to push him off. So that does force me to lose his wheel a bit, but I do gain it back. So that brings us into kind of the main feature of this race or this course. It is this hill coming up. We fit. You can't. It's hard to see sometimes, but I did put the grade of the hill on the right underneath the finishing stretch there, and we hit like 10% at at a point like kind of right in here. So yeah, it's hard. This hill is hard. I'm pushing average of 400 or 500 watts to just to kind of stick on here, and it's hard. But anyway, so like I say, it's a big field. It's like 70 plus guys, and you might not have known it from where I started because I do a pretty good job of actually lining up kind of not towards the front, but at least in the middle, which I was happy with. I think, it's already kind of a win for me, so I'm excited about that. But the end of the first lap, I mean, guys at the front were just straight pushing, like they were so strong. So end of the maybe first lap or second time up that hill, I look back and like we're like at the back. There's like nobody. I mean, the field was like shredded instantly. I'm what I say, maybe 30-ish wheel now, something like that. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of guys behind me. It was fast. Like it started out so fast, and you can see, I mean, my heart rate, at the top of that hill was like 177. We're down to 173 now, but so I'm like pegged. So it was hard, but also fast. Like the course was cool. So we go up, that main feature is that hill, and then obviously on the back side we're going down. So we're going straight downhill. I think it hit 46 miles an hour going down, and so it was really fun, but also safe. Like it was really wide. The streets were really well marked off, so kudos to the QCW guys who organized the race. It was, yeah, I mean, it was great. The course was really, really good. Like obviously the weather was great, so that helps, but they did a really good job of marking everything off, and the course itself was really good. Hard, like I said, but yeah, it was. It felt good. Even that little chicane in here, the sharpest corner is the one coming up, and even that, like, you could take at speed as long as you weren't, I guess, like, full of guys around you. But yeah, it was cool. So yeah, coming in that corner now, and I'm still on Ray's wheel here. This is the second lap, and like I said, I think at one point down here, I look around and it's like there's like nobody behind me. It was yeah, it was quite surprising to see, but guys were straight moving off the front. So yeah, I think at that point there, I sort of pass Ray to try to keep up the hill here. And I mean, I do a decent job, I think, of like maintaining touch with the front group. So like, I'm happy with maybe not my performance, but I'm happy with the way I raced. It just wasn't it wasn't strong enough to be in contention at all. So it was so it was definitely a fun race, but it was it was hard. I actually lose touch, probably in another couple laps here. It did not take long for me to lose touch. Guys were really strong, but it was still a fun race. And like I said, like, I didn't make any mistakes. So I think in terms of how I raced, I think it was good. Like, I'm happy with that. There were no mistakes, race tactic wise, that I made that like kept me from finishing or doing well. It was just straight fitness, I think. So that's something that obviously I can work on, but that just, like, I'm okay saying that I just wasn't strong enough to hang out with these guys. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm happy saying that. But to give you any kind of like indication of how, like, I was pushing, but how fast the race is. So for the first like 10, 11-ish minutes that I was kind of up in that pack, so I averaged like 230 watts, which is a fair bit for me. That's like at threshold for me, but there's a fair amount of the downhill, and kind of trying to do some coasting for me anyway. But I normalized like 265, something like that, for the first 10 minutes, which is definitely not sustainable for me. That's like 4.2, 4.3 watts per kilo for me. So yeah, I mean, that's fast, fast for me. But the other thing, going into this race, I was thinking, okay, well, I knew that there was a hill, and I was kind of okay with it. Thinking, I'm a lighter rider. Like, I'm okay with hills. I'm not scared of them or anything. I do okay with them, but for me, I think, you saw it on that first lap, and I don't know if you saw it on that lap too much, but the downhill, I was still pushing like 400 watts or so in order to catch up to some wheels on that downhill at some points. So it was I didn't get a whole lot of recovery like I probably needed, but yeah, this is probably where I lose, I'll start to lose some touch. So I'm already pretty spent at this point. But yeah, guys at the front are still pushing. They were super strong. But any indication of how hard of a race it is, so I think what I say, over 70 guys started, and I think in the last group of riders, I think it was like 30 that finished. A couple more, maybe 5 or so more finished on the lead lap, but everybody else was pulled. So yeah, it was hard. It was a hard race, definitely. But like I said, super fun. The course was awesome, like super wide. This straightaway here is like 4 lanes wide, something like that. There is perfect weather-wise, minus the headwind, which is kind of hitting us now, which didn't help with the hill. But the course, there's people lining the course the whole way. It's like downtown Conshohocken. So they did a really nice job of everything. They had like food restaurant vendors that kind of like went out on the street. If some places that had a whole festival going on, like live music. Lots of people around. So yeah, I mean it was cool. Like even though it was so hard and I was kind of lackluster in my performance, I would say, I would definitely do it again. Like it was really, really fun. And speaking of fun, even more fun is all by myself taking these corners, these like wide high speed corners, especially this one coming up. This is one I was a little bit worried about going into, just because I knew it was going to be high speed because it's downhill, and it's on the map it looks like a bit of a sharp corner, but actually being there, like I said, it's super wide. They leave plenty of room. Like I did not feel sketchy at all. Part of it because I was following Ray that first lap when we were all bunched up, and he did a good job of navigating through that pack, but part of it was just because the course was so well laid out. And even on the backstretch here, there were guys, not guys, I mean, there was crowds along the sidewalk, people out with barbecues and stuff, all through here. There's people cheering and things. So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun course, fun time. We hung out the rest of the day, watched the P12 guys go off, which was craziness. And yeah, but safe. I mean, I don't think I saw any wrecks all day. So yeah, overall, like it was really good. And like I said, like performance wise, I probably didn't do great, but I'm happy with the way that I raced. I'd say it was. I didn't make any mistakes in terms of like actually racing, so I'm happy with that. Fitness wise, I could certainly work on that. So that's something to work on. But in terms of like race tactics, I guess the only way to get better at that is just to race more. And if there aren't any races, then obviously that's difficult. But for fitness, like you could work on that anytime, obviously. So yeah, I do get pulled. Probably not this lap. I might make it one more. So like I'll let this play, but I'm done at this point. Like it was hard, but super fun. What am I gonna say? Also the first race with the new camera. This is the Insta360 Go 3S. So it's the little guy, and I finally kind of got that mounted and on the bike. So I'm excited about that. You have to let me know about the footage. New overlays as well. New data overlays. So hopefully, it looks a little bit, a little bit cleaner. I kind of like the clean white look, I guess. But I'll go ahead and let the rest of it play. Nothing too exciting, just because it's me struggling to get up this hill for the next lap. But it was a overall fun race. Something to fitness definitely to work on, but it was great. Super cool, great atmosphere. So like if you're in in the mood to race, some hills and things for next year, I would say definitely jump in and see how you do. So thanks for watching. I'll let the rest of this play, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.